This Sunday, the Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles are facing off for the NFC Championship. The two divisional rivals have already faced off twice during the season. The series is split 1-1. The first time these two teams met was back in Week 11. The winner of this game was the Philadelphia Eagles, 26-18. Jaden Daniels had one of his worst games of the season, 191 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Saquon Barkley, on the other hand, did what he always does. 26 carries, 141 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts was 18-21 for 221 yards as well. The second time around, these two teams met in Washington. The Commanders came out on top, 36-33. But Kenny Pickett had to play the whole game as Jalen Hurts was injured early in the game. Jaden Daniels was much better than the last time. 258 yards, 5 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. He also had 9 carries for 81 yards. Saquon had 29 carries, 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns as well. Commanders wide receiver Olamide Zaccheaus had 5 receptions, 70 yards, and 2 touchdowns. One of the things that I believe make the Commanders almost unbeatable is the fact that they have begun to spread out the ball to other playmakers. For example, we have seen more breakout games from just Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin, like Zach Ertz in Atlanta with 7 receptions, 77 yards. Olamide Zaccheaus at Atlanta, 8 receptions, 85 yards, and a touchdown. And in that Week 16 matchup, 5 receptions, 70 yards, and 2 touchdowns against the Eagles. Dyami Brown had a breakout game against Tampa Bay and Detroit. 5 receptions, 89 yards, and a touchdown against Tampa Bay, and 6 receptions and 98 yards against Detroit. If the Commanders continue to spread the ball like they have recently, they will look to be unstoppable. The Eagles beat the Rams 28-22 in the divisional round. The main reason why I believe the Eagles won this game is because of the weather, but at the same time, both teams played in the same environment. Saquon carried the team once again, 26 carries, 205 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Eagles really need to start getting their playmakers on the outside involved, like Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. These two wide receivers combined for 35 yards in the divisional game. If they continue with that number, the Eagles' season might come to the end. The keys to victory for the Commanders is to spread the ball out like they have been, get the run game going. Brian Robinson got going in the Detroit game with 2 touchdowns and 77 yards, which ultimately prevailed them to victory. And sell out on stopping the run. I know this is a tough task with Saquon and Jalen Hurts in the backfield, but the Eagles have proved that they do not want to throw the ball to the playmakers on the outside. Make Jalen Hurts throw over the middle. When he does throw the ball, he likes to throw it out to the sideline on very safe routes. Make them throw over the middle and make Jalen Hurts put it in a good spot. For the Eagles, make the Commanders run the ball. The Commanders' offense has one weakness, and that is the running backs. Now, the running backs have came alive often, but when they don't, it is detrimental to the team. Number 2 is get it to your playmakers. Like I said, get it to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I know it's hard because Saquon has done a great job at leading your team to victory week after week, but eventually something's got to give. I think the Eagles will come out on top barely, as they will be at home, which I think is a big advantage as they are 8-1 at home this season, and Saquon will continue to have an MVP caliber season. The Eagles will win 27-24, but I will not be shocked at all if the Commanders come out on top.